For our next prank, we will bombard a classroom with stinky cheese.
After hiding the cheese in the room, the stink has begun to spread. The stink can be defined as the function z equals sine of x plus 2 plus sine of y minus 1. The region of the stink is the area in the first octant bounded by x equals 3 yards, y equals 3 yards, and z equals 3 yards, the dimensions of the classroom. The classroom door is represented as the blue point. As the students enter the room, they are instantly bombarded with the horrendous smell. To get out of the smell the fastest, the students will calculate the path of steepest descent, which could be found by calculating the gradient. The students can calculate the path of steepest descent by finding the negative gradient of the function. In this case, the function is sine of x plus 2 plus sine of y minus 1. The partial derivative with respect to x is cosine of x plus 2, and the partial derivative with respect to y is cosine of y minus 1. The gradient is defined as the partial derivative with respect to xi plus the partial derivative with respect to y, j. So in this case, the gradient would be cosine of x plus 2i plus cosine of y minus 1j. But this is just a general gradient, and the students would like to know the path of steepest descent at the doorway. So the gradient at the point 0, 2, which is the doorway, would be cosine of 2i plus cosine of 1j. And if you take the negative gradient at that point, you would get negative cosine 2i minus cosine 1j, which is the path of steepest descent.
Additionally, us, as the pranksters, will calculate the total volume of the stink function just to see how much stink there really was. We could calculate the total stink by setting up a double integral.
The volume under a curve can be defined as the double integral over a region R of f of x, y, dA, where R is the region of integration and dA is either dy dx or dx dy. So in our case, our function f of xy equals sine of x plus 2 plus sine of y minus 1. And the bounds on our region will be 0 to 3 for x and 0 to 3 for y, because these are the dimensions of the classroom. So that leaves us with the double integral of sine of x plus 2 plus sine of y minus 1 dy dx, with both bounds being from 0 to 3. Now let's solve the double integral. And our answer is negative 3 cosine of 5 plus 3 cosine of negative 1, which was the total stink released.
That concludes our pranks for this senior year. See you all next year.